It is Pick Central, our daily gambling show here on Barstool Sports. It's our first show post Rico quitting, right? He was here yesterday.
So he's got one more day in his contract.
Oh, I thought he quit yesterday. That's what everything on Twitter says.
No, today's his last day on the contract.
Oh, is it today? I thought it was tomorrow.
Okay, so...
Well, tomorrow's if he's going to show up for Pick'em.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure it will be hard for him to show up and get all the attention that comes with it. I can't imagine that guy doing that. Smitty's here.
Hi, Brandon. Thank you very much for having me.
What was that?
What? Nothing.
Okay. You're all giggly today.
I'm not giggly.
You're smiling.
I'm smiling because I'm happy to be a part of a program, whether or not I am included. As much as I am told.
You have a standing invite to be here whenever you'd like to be here.
Yes. Thank you.
And if you haven't noticed, we've got a shelf back there of college football items for, I don't know, that's just a new thing in the studio, not really for any particular project at all. It's just there. Please don't, I don't know why you guys aren't showing the goddamn thing while I'm talking about it. That's me again. That's just, well, there you go. Yes, Mitz?
I'm noticeably lacking Ole Miss and Ohio State stuff, seeing Michigan, LSU, and Mississippi State.
I thought there was Ohio State.
Oh, is there Ohio State? Well, there's definitely no Ole Miss. I got a DM from Ole Miss football wanting to send some stuff up here. Actually asking to send some stuff to you, Brandon, from the official
Did you
account.
tell them to go fuck themselves?
I did not. I said send
That's
it
what I would've
away.
said. And I guess the men of the hour as far as this show goes for today, we are in our last day of the month. I guess it could go either way at this point, but Marty seems like he's at the goal line. He's got kind of first and goal at the 1 here to punch this thing in and win the what we used to call the plaque, but now it's to win the bonus cash going into football season. What's the standings right now, TJ? Where are we at? All right, so Marty Much is up. He's up 5.5 units over Big Ev. Now that can be if Marty plays 3 plays, Big Ev plays 5, maybe Big Ev goes 5-0 with a bomb in there, 0-3. Yeah, that would switch it easy, wouldn't it? Yeah. So
I don't need to.
I'm curious to see Ev's strategy today. Do you try to fire some kind of crazy parlay?
There's got to be a parlay.
Some big underdog.
I think he's going to take a home run prop.
I purposely sent them just a TJ on the side. I went for broke.
I think he's going to take a home run prop.
I
like
went for
that.
broke. There's no. I don't care. I mean,
Well,
there's a big
yesterday was
margin.
huge.
I don't think it really matters coming in second or third. There's a big gap, but
Yesterday was huge for me because it was I had a winning day, he had a losing day, so it was like I couldn't have 3 units would have been scary. 5
if you
is
would have
like,
went 0-3, that you would have been
Well, here's what you can't do. You can't bet on the Yankees because that's just a give up. I mean, you're just.
He didn't take the Yankees
Today, though, I bet he's taking the Yankees.
He didn't.
Oh, you're sitting on this?
I'm smart. The Yankees are minus 190 today, and they're not. That's a tough loss last night.
You guys also kind of helped him out of a unit.
Who did?
You did.
How?
Yeah.
He took the Yankees money line. You were like, "Oh, don't do that!" Like you coddled.
Well,
him.
I didn't see.
You were like, "Oh, don't take the money line.
Wait,
just take them run
I
line."
didn't see that they were minus.
I thought it was
170.
getting added as both. I thought that's what happened.
Oh, no.
But apparently now it was on the board. You're allowed to just apparently saying things counts. Kind of like a guy who
No, it
said
was
Jake
on
Paul
the
by
board.
decision plus 1,000.
No, it was on the board. Yours was never on the board.
And minus 1.5 was never on the board.
His was on
also-
the board, and we said you might want to think about changing that, and he officially said, "You know what? Change that on the board."
I forgot. This is going to get so heated because of now it's money. It's gonna be awesome.
Like I want some gambling money for Saturday. Like,
Well,
would
believe
be
me.
nice.
And you're not taking them tonight after literally gagging on them for the past 28
The
games?
Yankees are the only reason you guys are up like this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna end up taking them again on when I put my card out. Yeah, I'm being.
I mean, they're the ones that got you here. You wrote on the dick.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm up
Italianos.
22 units. That's unheard of.
We need some actual physical stats here. How much is Yankee bets?
I think it's almost all of it.
I think at
Well, I
least
mean, it can't be.
16. I think at least 16 of those 22 units are
What's their
Yankees.
record in August? It was 18-4 at one point. Now the
They're
last
probably like 20 and like 7.
Since the Field of Dreams games, they've lost twice, right?
Well, they lost last.
no, because they lost to Oakland
No,
twice.
we went
okay, they lost 3
2-2 with Oakland, and we lost last night.
We're on a 3-game losing streak.
All right, so should we pour one out for Rico? Should we?
The best thing about Rico is that like even like what we've seen the squeeze out for 9 years now. You think that he's had so much momentum of him getting talked about on Twitter yesterday?
Yeah.
Tweet once. You know, like your tweet will go off. Do something clever and tweet.
I don't know. I've given up trying to understand that guy. I just got to stay in my lane, and we all got to stay in our own lanes and figure it out. How'd the second episode of Mush the Line go with Kelly in Vegas?
It was good. I was explaining this, that Kelly is the difference between me and her is she's smart.
Right.
And she, like, researches. She's a
good at gambling, or at least.
I was talking about how she almost died when I said everyone over -20 take this week.
She wants to get Mush a calendar. She thinks that will fix him.
Did you give her your theory that anybody who's a big favorite this week, you got to take? Or that's what you just said?
Yeah. I really, and I think Auburn's my favorite big spread one. The one is a little.
Are they playing Akron?
Akron, yeah. They're minus. I think they're 38.5. There's another one.
Man, Auburn's got a bad quarterback though.
Yeah, but Akron's just. I could play for Akron.
Like Akron loses 60-0 in the match.
I think Pitt's playing UMass. They're minus 35 or 38, and like Pitt. She brought up some concerns that they kick field goals, but they kick field goals against good teams.
Yeah.
They don't like Akron is so bad.
All right, Tennessee's a big one this week too. Thursday night against Bowling Green, like that's 34.5, 35, something like that. And I'm like, I don't know that I'll trust Tennessee to score 35 points this year, but Bowling Green's terrible.
They're so bad too. And she brought up a good point where the second week of college football is a good gambling week because everyone overreacts to the week one's blowouts and everything.
Yes.
But week one is my favorite fucking thing in the world.
Yeah, because it's a cavalcade. It's an assault on the senses of gambling.
Yep.
Like right now, I believe I have 12 plays I'm going to make, but I think by Saturday it will be bigger. Because I know like Sunday I'm going to play that one because it's standalone. So Monday I'll play that one because it's standalone. So that's 2 right there. And then
Ohio State's really fucking me.
Thursday will get 4 or 5 out of me. Friday will get 4 or 5 out of me.
16-game slate on Thursday.
That's amazing.
Why is Ohio State fucking?
That spread's really fucking with my head. And I keep going to the over, but then I'm like...
You know what's weird about it? It's not moving.
No, not really.
That's what I'm saying.
I would have expected
I thought
it to
everyone's...
move.
Well, I think it's going to move closer to the game.
Yeah, but Alabama, Miami's on the move. Other like UCLA,
What's
LSU.
Alabama at now?
It was as of last week. It was 17. Now it got up to 19. And I think it might have settled down to like 18.5 this morning.
Jesus.
But it's
but I like Alabama.
You're hearing good reports from Derek King so far, right? In practice. I mean, you never know in practice. Yeah. That's what I'm hearing though.
So far, so good.
Is there an actual chance that Minnesota might win this game?
It's a non-zero chance.
If CJ Stroud's super talented.
It is a redshirt freshman quarterback making his first start. Would I say it's a over 10% chance? No, 3 to 5 maybe.
I would say 4%.
Yeah, 4%.
Not worth taking the money line.
Because Minnesota's not. I think Minnesota this year is going to be a league average Big Ten football team. They're not going to be garbage. They're not going to be Ohio State, but I think they're right there in the middle. And then you add in that they're opening at home. I don't know.
Thursday night at home is always
most likely they're not going to win that game, but
it's not zero.
And again, I don't think Ohio State's as strong as Ohio State usually is. They're still one of the top 5 teams in the country without a sweat, but I don't think they're as strong as they usually are. That's my thought. You're just taking it all in over here?
No, because people get annoyed when I talk about it. I got this guy over here. So,
he brought it up.
That was a genuine question.
We're having
I
like, what would you do if Minnesota somehow
Don't
wins?
you dare say that you say rational things about Ohio State.
I do.
No, you don't.
But you know by my tone of voice, when the switch is on and off.
Yes.
Like a couple of years ago when you said take them minus 70.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like obviously I'm being an asshole.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But I want you to be.
But
an asshole.
Marty
like
is
that.
right. That Ohio State top 5 team, 14 or around 14. That's
no. It's a weird line, and the fact that it's not moving, and I would have to imagine the public's hammering Ohio State. I would imagine. No, I agree with you. It's a weird, we just haven't seen, I'm very confident in C.J. Stroud, but I understand the concerns that he just hasn't really played. So until you've seen it with your own eyes, it's kind of like you just don't really know. But I just think there's so much talent around him, too.
Yeah.
That they're going to be fine. I think the only thing, not that I'm worried about it, I'm sure Teague's going to get a lot of carries because just a trust factor there with having 2 kind of true freshman backs behind him, even though I think Henderson's much more talented. But, I see the other thing, too, is that I think our front 7 is our strength, or at least the front 4. And their running game, I think, is going to be their strength.
I think that's
I think that's good for us. That plays into our hand a little bit.
They're like
but
game
Tanner Morgan
breakers
is a veteran quarterback.
Ibrahim is probably maybe the best running back in the country.
He's their best player.
He's their best player, and you're right. They'll be playing against Ohio State's strength defensively.
First 7 minutes, if you win that bet. I think so.
I don't know. Ohio State can
I don't know,
extend it
'cause
in the second half. though.
No, but you
last
know if,
year,
like, how it's-
literally last year, first game we played Nebraska, they drove right down the field and scored on us, and I was like, oh man, we ended up winning by like 45.
I don't even think it's like I think Minnesota can do it. It's all about us Ohio State. It's just about Stroud.
Well, certainly.
No, I agree. If Stroud just hums down like pass, touchdown, you're gonna be like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Minnesota's in for a long day.
when a team's as explosive as Ohio State is, you will know if you bet on Minnesota that you've lost easily. But even if I bet Minnesota, I could get to halftime at 17-17, and I'm still not feeling great
Yeah.
because Ohio State could just flip out and go crazy. A chat boy brought up an interesting line this week, too, talking about lines on the move. This time last week, or maybe not last week, but recently, Notre Dame was minus 13.5 against Florida State. As of right now, it's 7.5.
Wow.
It has
Jesus
crashed.
Christ.
And I like Florida State.
I do too.
Because I just don't.
Yeah.
The closer we get to this season, the less I believe in Notre Dame. Jack Cohn on the road in his first start
Yeah.
at Notre Dame.
They lost a lot of weapons.
Without
too.
weapons,
They just have a good running game.
and Florida State's just a desperate program. Of course, Florida State's been so trash.
What are the
Well, I
Mackenzie
think-
Milton thing's hard to read.
So trash.
Well, I just think it's part of it's the Florida State just being trash recency bias.
yeah.
Like obviously like there's turnover, but every year's a new year. Like I think with Milton, he can steady the ship, and Travis is still like a good athlete at quarterback.
This is Norvell's third year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think like I feel like they're due to have to progress a little bit.
if it's
this
going to
year.
happen, it's going to happen. Start happening this year for him. So,
Rico has texted me.
what'd he say?
If he had to look at the shelf, what do you think he's mad at?
All right. So first of all, this shelf is none of Rico's goddamn business. Secondly,
Kind of agree.
kind of agree.
Penn State helmet?
Oh,
State pen.
Yep. Lions helmet.
It's a big helmet.
Nittany Lions. Not good. Crimes against humanity.
I mean, it's one of the bigger helmets on the shelf.
We could replace it with a Rutgers helmet tomorrow.
I
if you
mean,
want.
there's three other helmets the exact same size. It's not really. There's
Would-
four big
would-
helmets.
Would you accept a Rutgers helmet, Brandon?
I would accept any. This is going to change out almost every show. We're gonna have helmets for everybody. Today it just happens to be whoever did it. I guess has a Big Ten bias because we got Michigan. We got. I do love the Toledo helmet that came in from Doug's last year. That helmet is fucking awesome. So yeah, we can get rid of the Penn State helmet, no problem. Not because Rico said so, but just because we're going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff. And if Ole Miss sends us a helmet,
I've got a Lane Kiffin bobblehead on my desk that I want to put by Leach. That I want to put by Leach. I think that would be funny. And I'm going to move my chair over a little bit here. And
you try to put that fucking Lane Kiffin bobblehead on there, I will accept it and use it in the background of my show. No, I would. That's fine. I don't hate Lane Kiffin. I hate Ole Miss, but I don't hate Lane Kiffin yet. He hasn't done anything to make me hate him. But he did lose weight this offseason, which I didn't like because he was starting to look like me.
It does have
people
to
are
piss
saying
you
I've been looking like him, which I think
a
is
little
reach.
off. That he's he's smart and likes Barstool and interacts with
Well,
Barstool.
okay. So Mississippi State and Ole Miss hate each other, and the coaches have always played into it. Now we have Mike Leach, who just doesn't give a fuck at all.
No.
And then Lane Kiffin, who is like reasonable and funny. So it's hard to hate the coach. We still hate each other. We just,
hate Ole Miss. It's just
I don't think they hate Mike Leach, and I don't think we hate Lane Kiffin.
I think it's actually good because the Freeze Mullen stuff got so ugly.
Well, you guys wouldn't stop cheating.
But you also love. That's the best part about it. Rivalry.
Yeah. I've been blessed with a great rival. They're absolute terrible human beings.
Yeah.
Douchebags. So, pieces of shit.
Lovely. I think we're lovely.
Awful human beings.
I think we're lovely.
You know we can see you, right?
Maybe.
Okay. As everybody, you got how's things going in Louisiana?
Man, I've been trying to, on the blog, I'm writing blogs about it because I'm trying to raise awareness for it nationally because it's one of those things where obviously everybody cares about New Orleans nationally, and they should. The culture, history, everything. But there's still other areas of Louisiana that just get completely forgotten about that are just destroyed and can't get any national attention. And so it's really bad. New Orleans is looking at no power for a month. The water is really bad in New Orleans. They don't have drinking water or can flushing toilets. Power lines are down on the road that are jacked up. They're worried about cars going over. Horrible situation. It's Baton Rouge dodged it looks like, for the most part. But it's going to be a long month. And I don't see how the Saints can play in the Superdome next Sunday.
I saw they already moved it.
And they moved it?
Are you
I
talking
don't
about
think they
Tulane,
said where.
Oklahoma, or are you talking about the Saints and
Saints.
They did?
They
Okay.
said Saints.
I actually
They
told
moved,
Brandon.
actually, because I know they moved week 1, and they play the Giants week 4. It's supposed to be in the dome. They said already is going to be moved too.
Okay, well,
That's what I
I
saw,
told
at least.
Brandon yesterday off camera, Green Bay was 2.5 on the Barstool Sports book yesterday with the game still being a no. I told Brandon, jump on that because it's going to be, when the game gets moved from New Orleans and the hurricane stuff, it's going to end up at 4 or 5.
speaking of, I just want to, before we leave this shelf, I have one more thing about the shelf. So this is all stuff from Barstool people. Katie's idea was we're going to use for this new show, fans, they can send stuff and we'll say, oh, this guy sent it in, and it's interactive, right? People get to donate and we'll send it back, whatever. Everybody, this is all from Barstool. Like the State Pen helmets from Jeff DeLoe's desk. Obviously I got my stuff up there. We got Michigan. I think I stole that out of Dave's office without him knowing it. Went up to Big T. And said, hey, can you just put a Tennessee bobblehead just for, and he said, no. I said, we're doing a shelf for a show and everybody's participating. No. You're going to make fun of us and I'm not participating. That motherfucker just won't participate in a joke. He just will not. He just doesn't get it.
I tried to get him to do some stuff in Omaha. He didn't understand.
Will not do it. It's just guy got hired at a comedy site and shut down all the comedy.
He's the one. He has muted every person at this company on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, he muted. Everyone here is probably muted.
I just don't understand.
I'm muted.
He literally only his entire timeline is just like Tennessee football propaganda
And Braves.
and the Braves.
And he's already.
That's why he thinks that Tennessee's like a big deal.
Oh, he said
it's the only thing that he sees.
He said, "Don't let us start 3-0." I don't think anybody is going to let you start 3-0.
See, you just don't know how to approach Big T and manage him.
Correct. I don't.
How do you do that, Smitty?
You
Caress him.
You invite him in, kind of Trojan horse style.
Then you turn on him,
and then you do some subliminal things to really kind of elevate his anger.
Can you get me a Tennessee bobblehead for just to take it off his desk?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
You want an Ohio State one, Brandon?
Yeah. Everything is fair.
You didn't
game.
ask. I got a couple on my desk. You could have one.
I might be a Boise State fan this year.
Where are you going? Doing it right now? Yeah. Okay.
Not sure who I'm going to be. An Alabama fan.
Ever since
just being
on Answer the Internet, they asked that question. What was it? Was you rather either live in Idaho or it was like, or only drink hot drinks for the rest of your life?
Oh, Idaho.
Idaho's beautiful.
My answer was immediately, I was like, I'll just be a Boise State fan.
Yeah, Idaho.
And I'll travel quite often.
Boise's kind of a cool place to live.
Big sky country. It's lovely out there. But potatoes are delicious.
What should be my team, you think?
Isn't there, before I say that, isn't there a group of people that live in Idaho, like in caves, that have gone completely off the grid?
Well, I know
think that exists in Idaho.
They always tell the story about Leighton Vander Esch, the Cowboys tight end, that literally came from a town that had like 100 people.
Yeah.
His high school was so small, and he played like 7-on-7 football in high
Linebacker,
school.
but yeah. Isn't he a linebacker?
I said
Oh, yeah.
linebacker, right?
He's first round pick.
Cowboys, he was really good. He went to Boise.
Oh. All right, so we got to get Marty Mush a team. All right, I assume we want somebody on the come up, right? Or who's?
Yeah, I want to be in the mix.
You want group of 5
You need
or power 5?
Power
What
5
are
or
you
Group
thinking?
5?
Group of 5. I was thinking Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's
But that's too,
a little bandwagony.
Well, of course.
I think you need to get behind Tulane and support this New Orleans comeback.
No, not
No.
everything's.
I don't want to be miserable.
Get on the coastal
Right.
train.
Tulane's fun. Willie Fritz
Coastal's
is a good
not
coach.
bad. Do they have enough
You
big games?
could buy a little low on UCF. They're kind of down on just a.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wants to cheer for Gus Malzahn.
There we go.
There we go. Now the
Beautiful.
shelf's ready.
Beautiful.
Good stuff.
What did he say when you went over to him?
Oh, he refused to give me the Camara bobblehead, but little does he know I have a Big T secret stash where I keep a couple of his things for emergency purposes like this. That's how you handle Big T.
I forgot you are the master of manipulating Big T.
My point exactly.
How did it come to you? You could do stuff with anybody
I
here.
think,
but you
I think
just
I
run
know
Big
what
T.
it was.
Well, so during the pandemic, we started streaming MLB The Show, and things would get very, very fiery with him. And
In
some of the
his
most
defense, playing video games against you is a maddening experience.
well, I mean, as you know, but some of the most unintentional, some of the funniest like unintentional humor I've ever seen here is from like him at video games.
getting
Just
actual anger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and just trolling him, and it's very, very funny.
All right, so we're picking a team from Marty. UCF's not bad. UTSA has a good running back. They also the Road Runners.
Yeah, I do like that.
You want to know what's not? Wouldn't it be a terrible?
Nevada.
Nevada was one. I was going to say Louisiana also.
Just print out this sheet.
That's who I was thinking.
The
loves
Raging Cajuns, I think, would be a good one because, like, Cincy and Coastal have kind of, at least from last year, they're kind of like the face of the good group of 5s. Louisiana's literally right there.
Yeah,
Marty,
like
you would
number
love.
23.
I'll say
Raging
this,
Cajuns is
Marty,
a great
you would love
name.
partying in Lafayette.
Yeah.
Super wild, super fun.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Or you could just go
I'll
for like a
pick one.
MAC team, go like a Kent State or something like that.
I want to have like a small, like just give myself a little glimmer of hope.
Well, there's
I
decent
think-
MAC teams. Kent State has a great quarterback this year.
Yeah,
Dusty Crum.
Dusty Crumb.
You know
Great
what?
name.
What?
There you go.
Kent State.
Golden Flash.
I'm a Kent State fan.
Dusty Crum.
KB,
Sold
though.
him.
That's KB's team.
Is he going to watch Dusty Crum?
He talked about it. That's all he talks about.
All right, then I don't want to be him then. I'll pick a team.
We'll get you a team.
I was a Boise State fan growing up.
Were you really?
I really swear to God. Remember when they were just undefeated all the time?
Jared Zabransky.
You just like the turf.
Yeah, of course.
Can I?
Coastal's got the teal turf.
This might be. This is viewed as a bad take by college football fans. I hate the turf. I don't like watching games on the turf.
Growing as I've gotten older, I haven't liked it as much. But like when I was younger, I was like, "Holy shit, that's different."
Tupelo High School has blue turf.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Like I hate like when Oregon always does too much. Like their basketball court's one of the worst.
Too many uniforms too.
I hate Oregon. Maybe a good side topic. The worst things to watch on TV. The worst courts and stadiums. I hate Ohio State's stadium because of how high the main camera is in football.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it. You're looking straight down
I know
at
what
it.
you're saying. Yeah.
And
like the back angle. Yeah.
And I hate Oregon's basketball court.
Worst
I hate
court
it.
in the world.
Oklahoma State and Ole Miss both have really vertical angles in basketball too. When you're watching on TV,
I think
it's kinda too
the
much.
walkout for Clemson's the stupidest thing in the world too.
You don't like the Rock?
I think it's too steep and someone's gonna get hurt.
Dude, I saw it in person. We went to the college football show
Yeah.
the first time. I thought it was the most underwhelming thing I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
I would.
Oh,
have to
really?
agree,
It was so underwhelming.
Yeah, it was
that
very
hill's not
just
as steep, and
Oh.
Dabo runs out before the team so he can get his own glory. It's
Oh,
weird.
I'm sure he does.
He does. He runs down the hill first.
I kind of respect that move.
Remember? Did you see that?
Yeah, no, and the one thing that stood out to me was the rock they have. The line to take a picture at this rock was absurd.
Oh, it's like the butterfly
I
wings.
remember I think it was Frankie was with me. We went up to we were about to just take a picture with it. Like we didn't even realize there was a line. They were like, "Yo, assholes!" Like, look at this line and look at it's literally like a 3 sections over. We're like, Jesus Christ.
No, that's like
and we just kept pushing.
the
We're
wings
like,
in Nashville for no reason.
what line's that long?
Yeah, you never seen that line?
The
Nashville
wings
Hot
or for
Wings?
the,
Like
are you talking about the
No,
Nashville
like
hot
the
chicken?
wings on the
Oh,
fucking.
for the Bachelorette taking pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's
got
wild.
Got you.
Yeah. It's on a wall or something.
I thought
Yeah.
you meant literally like food.
I
wings.
did think you meant the Nashville Hot Wings.
I was
Yeah.
like, Hattie B's, the hot chicken.
You three thought I was talking about wings, huh?
I literally said Nashville
Yeah,
and
you
wings.
said
Yeah,
wings.
it's
I
Nashville
know.
wings.
I know.
I'm
That's
thinking
why I
wings
was
on
being
fucking
sarcastic.
The joke writes itself. What can you say?
Yeah.
God, wings sound good.
Don't they? I was thinking about doing banchan for lunch today. You ever had those wings?
No, I haven't.
What? Which wings?
Banchan. They're
No, I
good.
haven't had
They're fucking
those.
good. Oh, Zah's actually dancing.
I love Korean.
Right. Yeah.
Korean's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, Koreatown's close to here too.
32nd.
Yeah.
Hey, Zah. Today the transfer deadline today?
Yes, sir.
You guys gonna get anything done or what?
We just got business done for a Japanese right back that I am not too familiar with. He plays in Italy. I am not too happy about the signing because if you want to improve, you actually, I wish the kid well, but if you're trying to improve, you actually buy like quality players.
You've always said you hate Japanese people.
Yeah, everyone knows my take on Japanese. We don't need to revisit that.
You know what else he's mad at?
What?
I heard the R word today.
What?
Are they gonna be relegated?
Oh, that wasn't the R word. I was thinking.
0-3.
After losing 5-0.
I said, what happens when you get relegated? He goes, it's over.
It's over.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
So week 1, what is it? Week 1?
College football. Yeah. All right. The biggest game I'm going to say is Clemson, Georgia. Right? No.
By far.
Oh, can I ask you? You see that total is going down again?
Is it?
50.5 this morning. Something's not right.
When you said 50.5, that just triggered me. Penn State, Wisconsin's 50.5.
I might get scared out of
Our
that.
first
over.
half under on that one coming.
I don't.
You
I
have
might.
to be
The
scared.
totals went down so much. I think
Yeah.
I'm getting scared out of taking it at all.
Let's talk about Clemson, Georgia, and maybe the games of the week for a second, and then we'll talk. We haven't even talked about Cam Newton getting released and Mac Jones. Big Ben, why don't you give us the ad?
I will. We're talking about some Cuts clothing. 5 years ago, Cuts founder Steve Borelli set out to create clothes for every occasion the modern man faces. Since then, Cuts has become the Tesla of t-shirts, hoodies, polo sweatshirts, and more. Get ready and stay ready for any occasion with clothes that combine classic designs, universally flattering fits, Definitely need that. And Next Level Textile Technology. GQ Magazine even calls the classic Pika Pro Tribal Tee the only shirt worth wearing. Cuts hoodies feature specially developed Hyperloop French terry fabric, a material that's temperature controlled and ageless. Cuts is premium with a purpose. Each piece is crafted with custom engineered fabric and a comfortable fit without compromising on timeless, universally flattering style. This month marks the Cuts 5-year anniversary, and they're doing it big with 2 collection drops, a product launch, and a week-long special event. Go to cutsclothing.com/picks to get 25% off site-wide during their anniversary sale. That's 25% off site-wide at cutsclothing.com/picks.
Should I color my beard?
Is that a goatee fall thing for you? Is that what you're
looking like Brett Favre.
Yeah. It's a Brett Favre looking beard, yeah.
No, I don't color it. What would you color it?
Well, would you rather color it or shave it?
I don't want to shave it.
Okay.
I want
you
the
can't
beard.
color it
the
because
beard?
you don't have black hair. If you was blonde, it would look weird.
Yeah, I agree.
Couldn't I color?
Could just
Make it
color
brown.
blonde.
I'd make it Ev's color.
Yeah, we don't have the same hair color.
Similar.
Yours is blonde. Mine's brown.
No, yeah, you can't.
Brandon's
Color.
got the dirty blonde.
I mean,
Dye your hair.
You're
Just
old.
come in all black.
All black.
Yeah. Just
all
jet
black.
black. Creed,
now
Creed
that'd
Bratton
be
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Do you like the
Black
Carlos
beard,
Boozer?
black hair, everything.
Just full Boozer, yeah. Just
That'd be a nice little
Stencil it.
side bet one these days. You lose something, just have to come in all black.
Didn't Clem have to do it? Didn't he lose a bet and have to do the
he did the Carlos
the Boozer thing?
Yeah.
He like colored his head in because I don't think he doesn't have any hair, right?
No, not really. No.
So we've got Clemson, Georgia. I don't know that I'm going to be able to pick a side on this game. I like Georgia a lot. I like Clemson a lot. I think they're both going to make the playoff, no matter who wins this game. I just don't know who to pick in this one.
Do you take Georgia just because they're the underdog getting
That's
points when you're unsure?
That's my head's at. It's just a coin flip game. I'll
time's that game?
I'll take the 3.5.
I was gonna say, so is that one? One's at 3:30 and one's at 7:30. I'm
hope
talking
it's
about
at
Miami, Alabama. I'm talking about Clemson, Georgia.
Georgia Clemson's the later one.
I hope so.
Okay,
yeah.
so Alabama, Miami is at 3:30 then.
Yes, it is. And, 18 and a
Yeah,
half
there you
right
go.
now.
So
Yeah.
Georgia, Clemson, right there on.
I think
ABC.
everyone's too much on UCLA.
I just can't bail off of it. I got on that on like June.
Now, I was on LSU, but I'm telling you, Marty, dealing with this hurricane stuff, it's not easy to deal with for LSU right now.
No,
I mean, they got players with families that are displaced, and it's just not good for preparation.
Dude, I had a take on the unnecessary roughness the other day about UCLA's crowd being embarrassing, and people, instead of saying yeah, okay, it was embarrassing, UCLA fans like DM me map shots of how far the stadium is from their campus. 26 miles, 37 minutes in Saturday traffic. They actually said, should look how far it is. It said 37 minutes. And I'm thinking, if Ohio State moved their opening college football game, if they were supposed to play in Columbus, and instead they decided to play that game in Charlotte, the Ohio State student section would be full by kickoff. 2 hours before kickoff.
Yeah, I think so.
A little bit more to do in LA than
different.
Columbus.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
different.
They have nothing else in
No,
Columbus.
more to
That's
do
not
is not a real
Yeah,
thing.
no, it is.
No, more to do is not a real
True,
thing
it is.
because you know what's a cool thing to do? Go to a fucking football
But
game.
you don't grow
LA.
up in California being a diehard UCLA fan. You
That's
grow up
why
in
players-
Ohio being a fucking do or
It's just a part
die.
of life.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why players go east. That's why.
I told you when I went to LA this past, it's not a real life. They don't have real
isn't.
life there. Sports is not a thing. I understand why they don't care about it because there's so much more to do. In Columbus, Ohio, and I know there's other things to do, but that is like your life.
Well, I know. I agree with the sentiment that you're just like they're just raised Ohio State football. Saturday, it's not a tradition. It's literally religion.
You have
there's
to.
a lot of
The city just shuts
there's
down.
a lot of
It's a
things
sea
to
of
do in
red.
Austin, Texas.
Well, Kirk Herbst on PMT kind of was making the point that he think that's part of the reason that they're losing a little bit of the spark in the program.
And also, Texas football is different than UCLA football.
And
You grew up
UCLA and
in-
USC are both storied programs that still can't draw dick right now.
I'd say USC a little more.
You're-
UCLA
LSU
more basketball.
USC is absolutely a more storied program, but UCLA's got a great history too.
But you're also coming from a person that you live and die by Mississippi State, right?
I do.
Because that's all you had.
Yeah, but I mean but every college like.
No,
I am from a state that doesn't have pro sports, but other colleges are like Florida's full of pro sports teams, and they're going to be full. Florida State will be full. You know, North Carolina has plenty to do. UNC will be full. Ohio's got tons of protein.
See, I think with Ohio
26
State is
miles
I do agree that I think
Not really.
LA traffic.
I think at Ohio State, I do think a lot less students, like eventually, especially if the team, say things started going south, a lot less people would travel on a big bus ride. Because even think about like Miami. That's Miami's biggest problem. The Orange Bowl is 45 minutes away.
I just feel like
When you're on a college campus, you're drinking, you're partying, you're having a great time. Like I think at Ohio State, I think a lot less people would go. Like especially, well, it speaks for students. I think a lot less students would go every time they play Akron, Tulsa. They play like these lesser teams. They'll show out when they play the Oregons and when they play these big games like Wisconsin or Penn State. They'll show out then. But they're not gonna, like, when there's so many bars around, so much partying to do. I don't think a ton of people are gonna get on a bus to go 40 minutes.
You're a student.
it's 40 minutes. What are we talking about? 40 minutes?
Yeah, no, you're a student.
But when you're like when you could stay where you're at and
You're
just
applying-
party and watch the game with like a million people.
You're applying to 2 schools, right? If I'm applying to Ohio State, I'm applying to Ohio State to go to those football games.
Exactly.
If I'm
Yep,
applying to
for sure.
UCLA, I ain't applying to go to those
Fair
football
enough.
games.
But whatever the reason is that they don't go to the games, whatever the reason is, I think you both all agree with my take that California football could be a monster if
Yes.
anybody out there cared whatsoever.
Oh, the high school.
sure.
The high school. We talked about the high school yesterday on here.
It's
The high
just-
school talent's insane.
It's just shocking to me how many of great players at Alabama, Ohio State, and Clemson are from California. Najee Harris from California. You know, like it's just on and on and on, and it's just like we want this to be a non-regional sport. We gotta have some buy-in from the people that say, "Oh, you never talk about us. You're East Coast elites. You do this. You never talk about us out here. You don't talk about yourselves."
yeah.
That's because their lives are generally so good out there that they don't care as much.
It's fucked up
Do
that
y'all think they're all soap opera actors out there? I mean,
Not soap opera actors, but I mean, go to San Diego one time. I know so many people that go to San Diego and it's just like, oh, I'm just going there for a visit. They just don't fucking come back. It's just beautiful.
how many people do you know that that went to San Diego to visit and stayed?
Three.
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 That seems like a very high.
that's a lot.
No,
but
that's
it
a lot
is.
from Philadelphia. Like
Yeah.
that's a lot. And you know what's fucked up? You ever think about it? If you're just born in a nice state with like sun all the time, you could just be a better athlete than someone that lives in New York.
I never thought of it that
A lot
way.
more to work with.
Because
a
like
lot more-
baseball
yeah.
is all
Baseball, you can play all year
Yeah, you
round.
see that in
You
college
play all year
baseball. A lot of
round.
the northern teams.
Yeah,
struggle in
it's
college
fucked
baseball,
up. It's just where you're born. You could just get fucked by the sun.
Okay.
Deep thoughts, Marty.
Also, I mean
Bucks,
UCLA.
Bucks.
If they start getting good again, I mean this could be the turn.
Yeah.
Because I think that plays a big part in it. Like no college kid has taken a 40-minute bus ride to watch a 7-5 team.
I also wish
They
I
will
was,
to watch 11-0 team.
I wish I was kidding. The visor does make a difference.
The what?
The visor,
Why?
Chip Kelly's
the
vibe.
chip.
Sean Payton always.
It
put on-
makes
put
a,
his
it
winning
makes
hat
a
back on.
difference.
Did we?
That's
Is
his
it,
winning hat.
Was it on this show that we had the visor discussion, the visor hat, no hat discussion? Yeah, it was on unnecessary reference. So I was just trying to put everybody in buckets. Who are the visor guys today? I think Lincoln Riley's a visor guy. I think Dan Mullen's a visor guy.
Kiffin's a visor
Lane
guy.
Kiffin's a visor guy. Ryan Day's a hat guy.
Yeah, Day's a hat guy.
Saban's a no hat guy. Dabo's a hat guy.
Dabo's yeah.
I'm trying to figure-
a big hat like his.
Chip
hat's
Kelly's
too
a
big.
visor guy.
Well, now
who are
he's
the big
went
coaches?
back.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd
Doug-
like to keep
Doug
stats.
Peterson's a visor
I'd like
guy.
to keep stats on visors versus hats, hats
Gruden?
versus no hats.
Gruden's
Like
a visor
Urban.
guy, no?
Urban was a no hat guy ever.
Urban's a no hat guy. Saban's a no hat guy.
Is Gruden a
Gruden's a visor guy.
He's a visor guy,
right?
yep.
Yeah.
Gruden, Doug Peterson was.
Orgeron's
Sean Payton.
a no hat guy.
No,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
nothing.
no hat.
Yeah. Okay. This is very, very interesting. We need stats on this now.
We do.
I mean, if no hat guys are going out there and they're losing 60% of their games, we need to know this.
I mean, we just brought up
it's
Nick,
also-
Nick Saban, Urban Meyer, no hats.
It's also,
Pretty good company.
I mean, they have hair. It's also a bald to no bald thing. If you are bald, you cannot wear a visor.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair.
Or balding is probably the worst visor look.
You need some salad up there.
Huh. See, I don't know what Matt Campbell does. I'm trying to picture
I think
him.
he's a hat guy.
Is he a hat guy?
I think he's a hat like the same as like Dabo and like
PJ
Ryan
Fleck
Day.
a hat guy?
Fleck's a bald, no hat.
Jim Harbaugh's a hat guy.
That guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
He wears almost like a fitted.
Kirby Smart's a visor guy. Yes,
Yep.
Kirby Smart. That's a shot against visors right there. Gus Malzahn visor?
Yep.
Yeah.
Malzahn's a visor guy for sure.
Mal's on a Waffle House guy as well.
What?
He goes to Waffle House after every game.
I would assume most coaches in the South go to Waffle House.
Malzahn's
I mean,
like
why
that.
wouldn't he?
I once
What a
saw.
delightful place.
I once saw the saddest. I went to a Waffle House after a high school football game, right? And the coach came in, and the coach of this team, Niceville High School, and they had just won, but he was like out of it. And this guy tried to order pancakes for 15 minutes, and they just wouldn't. They were like, we don't have them. And he tried to order pancakes.
Just wouldn't give it up?
And they said, we'll give you pancakes, but they're going to have divots in there. She said, no, I just want a pancake. It was weird. I don't know if he was drunk. I don't know if he was high. Whatever. Beautiful place.
Just want some flapjacks.
Huh? Pancakes. We don't say flapjacks in the South. Just pancakes.
I don't. No,
Flapjacks.
we don't say flapjacks. Here.
Okay.
No one says.
I
Flapjacks.
wouldn't unironically say
Do
flapjacks.
you say flapjacks for real?
I say it for a joke.
Yeah,
You don't say it
it's
for real,
it's
do
just
you?
fun to say.
Do you go to a restaurant and say, give me some flapjacks?
If they have flapjacks.
If it's a pancake restaurant, is that flapjacks?
Like, what do you get from IHOP?
Get some flapjacks.
But they're the house of pancakes.
International House of Pancakes.
Thank you for
It's not IHOP.
You do
could
not
be.
say, like, let me get some fucking flapjacks. There's
I
no
wouldn't
way.
curse in a restaurant. That's a family
Yes, you would in
establishment.
Philly. Yes, you
Say,
would.
man, may I please? Can I have an order of flapjacks, please, miss?
Side note: when IHOP gives out their free short stack a year, like $4.99, the line in Philly is like
Oh,
In Philly.
biblical.
me and my friends used to skip school.
I went-
Yeah,
I,
used to leave-
I
used to
still
leave
go
school.
every year.
What are you talking about?
Free pancake
Free
day.
pancake
IHOP.
day. Free short stack.
I never knew that existed.
Oh my god, it's the best thing ever.
We literally would skip school.
There's a correlation
I
between how
still
much
go.
time you're going to spend for versus how like much money those pancakes are
It's the
worth.
principle.
It is the principle.
Oh, here's a good one. Christian Bond says, Brandon, do you say book bag or backpack?
Backpack.
I say book bag.
Definitely backpack for me.
I feel like I
I think I say both.
I feel like when I was
Say both, I
younger,
think.
I said book bag, and I transitioned. To
I think in
backpack.
school I said book bag. Now I say backpack. Like I wear a backpack. Yeah, okay. That's a good one, though. That is definitely a good one. Alphas say flapjacks, says Will L. Will L's been trying to get my attention the whole time.
People are mad with the flapjacks.
mean,
This
it
is an
should be.
angry chat. These
Yeah.
are angry people. They show up every day just to be angry.
I
and
know.
shit.
Also, a
Chapman
real-
is the worst. Here's my response to the pancakes and flapjacks. I don't give a fuck. Call them
Yes.
whatever you want.
The a veteran move in the summer is wearing your backpack with one strap, so you don't get.
Oh, that
back
was
sweat.
just the move all the time when I was in school.
Yeah, that. You ever see? Was it 22 Jump Street when he's like thinks it's cool
One
to still
strap
do
in
the
it?
one strap?
There's
and
no,
now
everyone's
it's
two strapping. Everyone's two strapping.
There was a change, like '90s. That was the play, and then 2000s at some point.
I think
Late
there's always a
2000s
transition
switched
where
back.
like it's like the one strap. It's like you're trying to make it look like you're not trying hard, but it's like you are trying hard. You're
Yeah.
trying so hard to not try hard. And then there's been a switch where it's like, yo, just
Brandon
That's
still
too
wears.
DJ too, that's it.
You still wear the string backpacks.
No, it don't.
those were in
Never
middle
wore
school.
that.
Those were the way.
Fuck you.
I literally had one notebook for every class. One notebook, one pen.
DJ too. That's actually a miss. That's not right. That's a myth. We don't call everything Coke in the South. We might say, well, let's stop and get a Coke, but we'll say we'll order a Sprite. We'll order everything else. But you might say if you're in the car, hey, let's stop over here and get a Coke, and you go in and get what you want. You get a Dr Pepper or whatever. But you don't go to a restaurant and say like. You don't say it like that. Maybe I just proved him right. Now that I say,
I don't even know what you're talking
now
about.
that I
Kind
said
of
it like
did,
that. Yeah.
When you said let's stop and get a Coke, and then you're talking Sprite and Dr
completely,
Pepper.
it completely made him right. But we refer to that genre as drinks as Coke, and then we branch out from there. Okay, that works. DJ too, you were right. Excuse me. Anyway, we definitely don't say soda or pop ever. Never say that. What?
So what do
Not
you
even
say?
soda, just soda.
We don't say. We don't stop.
What do you call a soft drink?
He's right. He got me. We
Call
call
it
it Coke. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
he got me.
crazy. So
He was
like,
right. He was
so
right.
you're whenever you say we're gonna go get soda, say Coke.
Let's pull over and get a Coke. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Even when you get Pepsi. You
Yeah.
just get
It
Coke.
doesn't matter
Yeah.
what you get. Yeah.
And anyone that says Pepsi and Coke are and you don't taste the difference, you're an insane person.
I haven't had a Pepsi in
Oh yeah,
30
Coke's
years.
way better. Like not even.
Yep.
I mean, I don't even think they're on the same.
I feel like there was. See, I'm not a soda drinker. I feel like there was a point in time where they were like 50-50, and I feel like the last like 7 years, Coke has just taken over.
They have.
Like I feel like I don't know anyone who drinks Pepsi.
I think Coke was always pretty heavily in control, though.
I think
Yeah.
so. I don't know. I guess I feel like there was a weird turn where now it's like I feel like I've never seen anyone drink Pepsi, even though
Cherry
you see the
Pepsi,
same
though.
amount of them on the shelf.
Cherry Pepsi's pretty good. I'm a big soda. I had a Fanta last night. Ooh, doggy.
Yeah.
That was
Fanta.
nice.
3 beers and a Fanta.
So Cam Newton is out in New England. Cam Newton is no longer there. I assume he'll be the Texans starting quarterback in a couple of weeks, maybe. Maybe he'll be.
I think Dallas will pick him up.
Let's talk
Don't
about what we
discount the
talked
Eagles.
about.
You-
before.
you-
You're gonna. This is a crazy take by you and Dan.
I don't think it's that crazy.
Deshaun Watson's not going to start for the Texans.
If he's on the team, I think he's going to start.
He's not going to start. He hasn't.
He's not playing.
But
they put him at their scout team safety.
He hasn't played in the preseason. He's not going to play.
Daniel Jones hasn't played in the preseason.
Yeah, but it's
he
different.
Like
He played
once.
the last game.
Daniel Jones is the unquestioned starter for the Giants. There's no.
I understand.
He doesn't
but
have 24 sexual assault things against him.
But I just don't get how everyone's like, oh, well, if he got traded, he would have been able to play. But the Texans aren't going to let him play.
Literally,
Like,
I don't think anybody says that either.
I think he shouldn't even be on the fucking field. I agree with that. But, like, if he's there, how is he not going to do it?
Because he's not going to do it. They're not going to start him.
You know what I mean? It's Deshaun Watson without right now technically against the law. There's nothing
I
wrong
agree
with it.
that if he was going to play, I
You
feel
think
like they
you think
would have.
Deshaun Watson's the starting quarterback of the Houston Texans?
I do, yes.
That's Marty. No, they haven't.
I've heard crazier things.
It's not.
I've
yeah,
heard crazier
it's-
thoughts for
He's
sure.
He's a top 5 quarterback.
But he's not
on your
going
roster.
to. He's not. He will never play it down for the Houston Texans ever again.
Okay.
But my thing is, I think putting him on the field, I think boosts his trade value.
Yeah.
I don't think you.
Even if the team is bad, and
I think that can only hurt his trade value. To be honest,
I
you don't need to boost his trade value. His trade value. The only thing to do to boost his trade value is get rid of this thing off the field. That's
like
the only
everyone
thing.
knows what he can do. If he goes on the
But
field right now, the only thing he can do is
putting
get
him
hurt.
off the. I think putting him on the field is almost a step towards that, like in the public eye at least, or at least with teams, like not going away, but it weirdly like just putting him on the field. I feel like it kind of like sets a.
You're also forgetting. Both of you are forgetting what happened before all the sexual.
He won it out.
He don't want to play for him.
Yeah.
I mean,
demanded a
Aaron
trade.
Rodgers doesn't really want to play for the Packers.
Two different. Deshaun Watson said I'm done playing for you.
I snagged Watson for $2 at the end of my huge. I'm stashing him in fantasy this year just in case.
Just in case,
in
yeah.
case.
It's like I don't. It's not an outlandish thing to say that he's going to play if he's on the team.
Week one, I think
Not
it
week
is.
one, but maybe down the stretch.
I think that's pretty outlandish.
I don't think it's outlandish.
It's a little bit, but like I said, I don't. I've heard crazier.
Hey, Stu. Okay, Frank's fully chewing the
love-
shirt.
88 degrees, like a
shirt.
jersey. That's incredible.
Yeah, we do need Stu on here.
Well, he's over there talking to Frank. They're deep in Mets talk, and apparently Stu's son's never seen the Frank Mets talk because he's
Dude, he has a different son every time he comes here.
does have a different son
That's
every time.
just
he comes.
not
And
the
he
one
has-
that
how many
comes
does he have,
every
4?
time.
He said, "Have you met my son?" I said, "I don't know." Hey, Stu. Why? What's
Frank. Once
Y'all
you get
just
into that
wanna
Frank,
commentate
once
this
you get into that
conversation?
Frank womb, you know.
the womb?
I was gonna say I was literally just gonna say, here comes the shirt bite. Yep.
We need Frank just to find things that make him happy.
We need the Mets to win, is what we need.
No, the Mets.
I think Frank just likes being mad.
Yeah, I think that.
I think
does make him
happiness
happy.
makes him mad. Like makes him internally mad.
The fans.
Talking to you, Stu.
Dude.
Like Frank being
No.
in a just perpetual state of
Oh,
just
he's hugging
like,
PFT.
madness.
Oh, don't
is-
zoom in on PFT. Okay. No, he's not show ready.
Yeah, he's fine.
Well,
I think he's sick of it.
is he ready to let those eyes
He's
pop?
got to be.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
By the way, you see a shirt?
It's the best.
Oh, yes.
This means
Football
football is
season's
back,
coming.
baby.
Football's
Fucking
coming.
love it,
Stu
baby. I
Feiner's
love
in the
you,
building.
Stu. He's
That shirt is incredible.
smiling, laughing.
What a shirt.
Sit here.
Yeah, sit where the fuck you want to.
Okay. I love the new setting. It looks fabulous.
Oh, yeah, you haven't been here since we got this, right?
No. Do I put these on or?
All right, Stu, you haven't forgot all that shit. Put the fucking headphones on, man.
Okay.
All right. How you doing, buddy?
Stu.
Ready to roll.
Yeah.
Am I on? Okay. I'm doing fabulous. It was amazing. It was on the Dave Portnoy show. And I'll tell you right now, I was fucking nervous.
Why?
Like, I don't know why. Because I didn't know if I was, like, going to get ambushed. You know what I'm saying? Or, but it was just a motherfucking love fest.
Stu, your headphones, buddy.
Oh, what's wrong with the headphones?
Nothing. You're good. You're good.
Oh, okay. But it was like a love fest. And, Eddie's fabulous always. And Dave was just so nice. Like, it was amazing. It was just like,
You think he's setting you up?
no,
it's a good move?
absolutely not. He was just, he was as genuine as the first day I met him when he called me on the phone and said he wants to bring back my show. And, it was like unbelievable.
You
so
know
I'm
what
so
it is, Stu?
excited.
Love the good energy.
He does say it, Stu, where with you, it's like, when he has a little bit of you, he's your favorite. You're his favorite person in the world. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm fucking jacked up. I love this shit.
Well, what we spoke about is, first of all, a lot of times the minute I see him, you know, it's like the girl that you want to fuck. You know what I mean? Like you're so excited that you're pressing, you know. So like, you know, if I'm normally at a 10 when he walks in, I'm at like a 20. And really with sports advisors, like I don't want to talk sports. I don't want to give out fucking games. I want to talk today. What are you doing? How you doing? How's your girl? How's the business? You know, talk to Hannah, talk to Tommy, talk to Big Cat. I want it to be like the sports advisors variety hour. You know, like if we did a half hour, if we did sports advisors for an hour, first half hour, let's get out the pomp and circumstance, let's get everything out of the way, and then I could act like a normal human being where Dave's like, Stu, this is not your fucking business. It's not your show. You don't own the place. We don't give it. Listen, give some fucking picks and maybe win a game or two. So, you know, but it was great. I'm like so juiced right now. I'm like so excited to be here.
When the fuck have you acted like a normal human being?
Probably when I was like 6, when my father cracked me across the face and said, "Don't fucking talk unless you're spoken to."
Yeah.
You know, because he was pretty hands-on and abusive. But you know, you roll with it. You do what you
Turned out okay, though.
You do what you gotta do.
Roll with it.
So you're back. You're not doing advisors this week. I assume you guys will start next week.
Correct. Yes, correct. A week from what is today?
Today's Tuesday.
So a week from tomorrow we film, and then a week from Friday it'll be on. And we're ready to roll. And then Hank's coming here right now. We have something amazing planned. Oh, my God.
Good.
It's going to be, we're doing a really funny video that should just fucking could go viral.
You want to take the boys out to dinner for preseason or what?
I've been begging. I've been, you know, like, how bad do
Shut
I have to suck your dicks? Like, I'm doing whatever I got to do.
We still should try and do a Pick Central at his house.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so hard with everybody's schedule to get out there.
I know.
For a whole day. But yeah, we'll
Well, listen, I'm on the hook. I'm on the hook for a fucking Smitty. You're with us now. 2 bottles.
No, we don't really know that.
Oh, I'm on the poster.
Well, he's here right now. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, Brandon, you're the boss, so you tell me what to do. But I would like Smitty there because I love fucking
Thank
Smitty.
you, Stu.
I fucking love the guy.
You too.
From day one, I love him. But it's still going to be, you know, $2,000 fucking lunch on me. I'm not a fucking welcher. I do what I got to do. Got to clear up Mush's debt.
Yeah.
First of all,
you can't cover that for him.
Congratulations on your new venture.
Thank you.
God bless.
Appreciate
I'm sure
you,
it'll
Stu.
be amazing because you're fucking amazing.
I love you so much.
And Ev, are you still number 1 here? You still kicking fucking ass?
No, Marty is actually.
He is this.
Oh, Marty overtook him.
Yeah.
Well, this month.
22.
I've had a great 4-month stretch. I've had a real good
unbelievable.
4-month stretch.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yankees are red hot. He's riding them.
But so I'm ready for the lunch. Well, I mean, if you guys can't come to me, then we'll just plan it right after Sports Advisors. I'll do Sports Advisors. I'll come on Pick Central, and then right after Pick Central, we'll go somewhere. Le Cirque, Le Test, Le Perigord, Le Bernardin, wherever the fuck. Sparks, Smith & Wolenski's, Morton Steakhouse. I don't give a fuck. My credit card works.
Listen,
nothing will bounce, baby.
Every Wednesday you'll be here for advisors. You have a standing invite to come in and give us whatever you want. You can come in, do the whole hour, or you can come in and do 5 minutes, whatever you want to do.
It's an honor. I love this fight. Listen, you're the number 1 sports gambling show in the nation. You know that. I mean, you know, I don't want to blow smoke up your fucking ass. It's great.
Very much.
The entertainment is second to none. The picks are,
terrible,
as always, either super hot or someone's
Way to
always
win them
hot.
dress the turds.
Right. Someone's all the hot. And then how is everything in Louisiana?
It's pretty rough, to be honest. It's tough. It's really tough down there.
It's
right
fucking
now.
scary.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It was like a bomb went off down there, really.
Oh my God. And then,
Gonna affect the Saints a lot too.
Yeah, that's what they said. And then your girl Megan, I love her. Fell in love with her. I got her back because of you. You know, you recommended her, so I got her back.
She's terrible.
Listen, I think she's one of the greatest personalities I've ever seen in my life. First of all, I fucking love her. Second of all, I love her. And third of all, holy fuck is she hot. I mean, she's smoking fucking hot, first of all. And I love her personality. I love her energy. When I see her, the energy, she is what she is. I love her. I love her husband, Alex. I love her 2 kids. She, you know, I got her
She
back
said she
forever.
was so touched. You sent her oldest son a birthday gift. She couldn't believe it. She called me like almost in tears about it. She thought
You sent her oldest son a birthday gift?
it's like she thought it was like the most thoughtful thing.
Well, listen, Mintz recommended her, so it's Mintz's fucking ass on the line here. It's like last thing
I've gone down for worse causes.
Last
for
thing
sure.
Mintz needs to do is recommend someone that's a total fucking epic fail. So I got her fucking back. I love her. I'm all in on her. I'm all in. I mean, I even put her. Look. I mean, as we know, Fran is the greatest thing since sliced bread. She's the hottest thing.
Relax,
here.
dude. Relax.
So I put Megan above Fran.
No.
And that's hard to do. Fran has been the reigning drop-dead gorgeous. If you had one woman
Yankees
to
lost.
marry at Barstool, it's Fran. But now it's Megan, then Fran.
Yankees
But you
lost.
can't go, bad with either.
Well, we thank you for coming in. It's been
The
fantastic.
chat boys
I love
must be
you.
bonking away.
Remember, is gambling. Remember,
Yes.
just it's for fun.
Always gamble responsibly.
It's for fun. Legit, guys. Nobody get their fucking selves jammed up gambling. You know what I'm saying? You get yourself jammed up with the wrong girl, she breaks your heart. That's life. But gambling, you're in control of. Don't be a fucking asshole. Bet money that you could flush down the toilet. We're doing the best job we can here. Every one of these guys want to win every fucking game. It's the hardest thing in the world, what we're doing here. Hardest thing in the world. If you think you could do better, you're fucking wrong. Get a bookmaker, and then you'll be sucking the bookmaker's dick, and your wife will be peddling your pussy to pay your debts. Remember that.
All right.
Gamble responsibly.
Bet responsibly.
All right. So we got,
Megan, shout out. I fucking love you.
all right, Stu. Shit.
Love you, Megan.
Okay.
Hardest thing in the world, making picks. Shout out to all those coal miners with black loan.
They couldn't last 2 minutes in our world.
All right,
Those
now,
roofers in the middle of July.
Do whatever you
Can I
want.
say, all right, so now my son's best friend,
Yeah.
Tom Kennedy, that was then when everybody came out to my house, he was there. He's about to make the Detroit Lions.
Oh, really? Good
He's
for him.
on their practice squad for the last 3 years, and he's about to make the fucking team right now. At 4 o'clock, we'll know. They've cut like 6 receivers today. And he's going to make the team. He won the Long Island champion. He won, back-to-back Nassau County championships with my son Ryan. So, well, fingers crossed, we'll have a pro on the fucking Lions that hangs out with us. That's from Farmingdale, Long Island. Tom Kennedy. Shout out Tom Kennedy. We're fucking pulling for you. We're praying for you, baby.
Go Tom Kennedy. Make the Lions, brother.
Yeah, and it was pretty funny because when he was there and he said that he's trying to make the Lions, all of a sudden Frank torched them and all the Barstool guys, they were like, oh, fucking Lions suck. I was mortified. I'm like, what are you doing to this guy? He's my boy. But otherwise, everything's fabulous. Everything's amazing by the grace of God, working hard, keeping busy.
Well, it's good to have you back in the mix,
Yeah,
brother.
I feel great.
You look good.
Look, I love Tyler O'Day.
Yeah.
Love him. But thank God he fucking quit here.
Okay.
Because I would have had a real hard time running this fucking Boston Marathon.
Yeah.
I mean, the most I could get out there for was like a 14-mile run, and I was doing like a 17-minute mile, where at 56 years old, I was doing 9-minute mile like it was a joke. There's such a big difference between 56 to 60. So remember that. Get everything you want to do in life, get out of the way by 56. Because 57, 8, 9, 60, it's downhill.
I've heard
Not hurting your sex drive though, is it?
Where's Ben Mintz coming with this?
Without, I can't get hard without the pill. And my second load is like water. It just like fluffs. It gets hard, but when it blows, it's like, oof. Okay. So why work that hard fucking the same woman you've been fucking for 40 years a second time when you're not going to get that pure load? Why?
Brandon can relate perfectly.
That's the point.
He knows exactly what you're talking about.
I'm 42, Big Ev. And first of all, fucking twice is ridiculous. Get it all at once, you're done.
No, that's not how it works. Well, when I was young, I used to come really quick from 18 to 21. My wife was a 10, I was a 6. So she would just rub me and I'd blow that first load in my pants. It was humiliating. And then I learned to come quick, get hard again because, I'm going to fuck for 2 minutes.
You can perform the second time.
Right, exactly. So I had, really the key is if you don't get hard a second time, did you really fuck?
We're not going to be able to send this show out to our affiliates across the country. Stu, thank you very much for stopping by.
Brandon,
love you too.
Love you.
Any quick picks or any games you like this weekend? Anything?
Again, in advance for me is useless because I need to at 6:30 sit in the captain's seat, see where the sharp money's going, see where because a lot of times I have preconceived ideas of what I like. And everything that I like is against the sharp money, is against the line moves. So it's useless. I become the sucker early. So for me to be, sharp, I need at 6:30 Eastern.
Process.
Yeah, that's my process.
All right, boys, we got to do picks.
All right, go. Get some picks out there. Let's rock and roll. Ready to roll.
Marty's in first.
Love you guys.
Marty gets to go first. Go, Marty.
So I'm going with the Phillies money line, Padres -1.5, and I'm going with the A's. And you know what? Put the Yankees -1.5 on there as well.
Okay, Yankees -1.5 playing the Angels again?
Yep.
Okay, so there's his card. That's what he's going to play defense with. He's going to go out there with the Phillies, the Padres, the A's. He's got a 5-unit lead. Big Ev, how do you close the gap?
We're going for broke here, boys. We're going for broke.
Let's see it.
All right.
We're throwing the kitchen sink at Marty. Everything we got. Starting off, Rays an over 8.5 parlay plus 250.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
We're going to counter that with a White Sox run line, Blue Jays run line parlay plus 170.
So he says to me, we
mean,
can't do that.
I agree.
We can't do
this
that.
does seem like we got
can't
on
do 3
Smitty for doing
parlays.
straight parlays.
You did 3 parlays. You can't do that.
Why not?
We told
We
you
have
you can't.
we have had these conversations that parlays are a little. I mean,
I do one parlay per.
That
One.
Yeah,
one.
One. You're allowed one.
Yeah, what
that
the
was what I was
fuck?
told. One. That you can bet on
I
the
want
Barstool Sports.
the Rizzo home run with Yankees win should not. That should stay. With one of those as well.
That's right.
Well, that's
It's last day. I haven't been doing it all month. I'm going for fucking broke.
But that one is 5 units.
Yeah, sorry that I have a ball sack.
That's
Marty.
not a ball sack. It's the last.
I'm dropping
day.
my nuts on the desk. I'm trying to get this
You
money.
can't have 3 parlays.
you're
That's
risking
just a
one
fact.
unit. I mean, you're risking one. You're not really dropping your nuts.
Yeah, you're risking 1 unit.
I'm going after it.
But you can't do 3 parlays. That we've said that to.
Where?
Smitty.
What do you mean?
Only you've said that, and
Yeah,
we
like,
never
yeah,
like
Brandon
made a
said
real
it.
ruling on
What
it.
are
Yeah,
you
we
doing,
made no.
Yeah, what the fuck are you saying?
No,
Well,
thank
I
you,
keep the
TJ.
records.
Yeah, no, TJ's our commissioner.
I
in this.
think that at the beginning of the month you can make rule changes.
didn't
You tried to make this rule change like
Didn't we go
last
to Smitty
week.
for the same thing?
At the beginning, I
you
did.
came at me. You came at me, and I was under
asked
the
me
assumption
to-
that
yeah.
one parlay that you can bet on was the limit.
Yes.
That was my assumption.
All right, I'm going to let him do it. I'm going to let him do it.
Well, I'm gonna put a parlay in mine too because it's 1 unit. I'm gonna do one as well.
But that would be.
Okay.
I
think that's fair.
If you
Okay, here's what we're
going
gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. You guys have until 5 o'clock to lock your cards in. Okay, for you two and you two only. Whatever you want to bet today, you can bet it.
I mean, this is crazy.
my picks are on the. My
This
team's
is
on the floor. Those are my picks.
Bananas. The last day, we're letting this. Look at the pluses.
Two straight bets.
Mine and Mincy and Smitty's card will be out in a minute. You can see it on Picks.
I mean, I could have just did Rizzo, just Rizzo to Homer
I
plus
just have 3
400.
straight.
I like to show Smitty's card. If we
Show Smitty's card.
Yeah. God save the king.
What are
One
you
parlay.
doing?
We got one parlay. The God save the king
What are
card.
you doing?
One parlay, baby. When I finish up 70 units, everybody
damn
can
it.
kiss the dick.
I'd be
We
so
have rules.
pissed.
Yeah, no, see, this is all bullshit.
One parlay, Brandon
This is all
Walker.
bullshit.
Hey,
This is all bullshit.
When you put money on the line, you gotta go after it.
All
hey,
bullshit.
you want to see the bet I put down this morning in Philly?
This is all nonsense.
You gotta be. That should be the rule. If you want to put a parlay, you gotta be able to back it up.
It's all hoax.
You gotta show a ticket, show a slip.
Exactly.
Yak next.
That's fair.